Joe, did you get pretty much everything you would have wanted out of the game tonight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said to you before the game, it was more or less like a training session for us, really. We were going to play 2 11s, mix the teams up as well with obviously some trialists in there, because I didn't want to go majorly strong one half and majorly strong the next. 2 slightly different halves. I think always in these games, the second 11, it's always tough to get going, I think from the outset, when you're starting a game, it becomes a bit more natural. But yeah, fitness-wise, the boys felt really, really good. As you know, we ran them after the ones that played the first 45, we ran them and they did match day runs, so we've really put them and challenged them really, really quite a bit again physically after 3 days of real physical, tough training. Yeah, and great. And it was good actually because the opposition sat behind the ball. We're going to get that a lot this season, and no real intention to come high on us. So we had to be patient, build, and lots of opportunities. Just unfortunately we couldn't take any. But that's the bit that's going to come over the weeks. The pleasing thing is the fitness levels look good, and the focus on the out of possession stuff was very good as well. I thought the press, especially first half, I thought the press was very good.
You said it is a good exercise, really, games like this, because you said they did sit off, and you find it hard to break down, obviously, because we didn't score this evening, and it does help rather than sort of going out there sticking 10 or 11 past, and you don't learn much, and you learn more from games like this.
We're not going to do that. You're not going to win these games. I know they had a game Saturday, but they had 6 weddings and bits and bobs Saturday, I think. So I'm not looking at results. What you have to look at is what our shape's like, especially out of possession. That's the things we're focused on at the moment. Fitness levels and out of possession. So I thought we were great. Honestly, I thought our line was really aggressive. Can't remember Ollie really having to make a save. He didn't have to do anything really, but good for him, learning how to play it from the back at times, mixing our game up, playing forwards. I thought there were some really strong performances in it as well, individual performances, lots of creation. And like I said, the final bit will come eventually. But for us, it's about going into Thursday now, another hard training session on Thursday. We'll have 3 20-minute games where we're going to put the boys into different shapes, different systems, and work them physically again.
You started the new players, you just mentioned Ollie, Luke, Russ and Jordan Thomas as well. Jordan had a few chances in the first half and Luke looked pretty accomplished in front of the defence.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to single anyone out at the moment because I want to focus in on, as I said, as a team physically, how they're looking. They all looked really good in that. So it's important that they keep building on that, keep setting the bar really high, keep challenging each other. You've only got to look at the runs they have to do at full time and then at half time how much we're really putting them through it. So, and they'll feel the benefit probably in a couple of weeks on that one. But they all felt really good. Pleasing thing, no injuries. That's important. No muscular injuries, no knocks, no bumps, no bruises. Everyone fine, and we'll go into training now. We'll have a day of rest tomorrow, and obviously we're at it again on Thursday.
And then regular opponents in Frome Town on Saturday. It'll be their first pre-season friendly, so I'm expecting from that one.
That'd be good. Yeah, no, I enjoy going over there. So, yeah, we're going to launch our new away kit as well. So that'll be good for the fans to see that, and a stiffer and tougher challenge up again. You know, we're trying to raise the bar, and each time the opposition get tougher, the tougher the games come, the more we're going to be challenged. So, yeah, they'll be a bit leggy because, as I said, Thursday's going to be a tough session again. But at the moment, it's all about that. We know what we want to get from it, and as I said to a few there, we got the bit on the end. Will be the bits that we're working on probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks after this. It's important now we just focus on what we want to focus on and get what we want out of the games, and we've done exactly that tonight. Thanks to Shaftesbury for hosting us. The pitch was excellent. The weather was horrific. Never known anything like it. I got cold feet and cold hands in July in pre-season, so. The boys probably were a bit more pleased to play in that in hotter conditions.
They got a nice spread out of it.
Yeah, there's a lovely spread. Well, they looked after us last time, as I said. That's why we come back. If people treat you in the right way, that's why we've come back. Best of luck to them for their season. And for us now, it's just moving on to the next one.
And then a lot of next ones coming up from August. The fixtures are out tomorrow. It feels like most eagerly anticipated for a long time because there's so many local games. That any particular you got an eye on? Well,
naturally, the Yeovil one, having a former club of mine, and Torquay, looking back to the days when we played Torquay at Twerton Park in front of 3,500. But you can't dismiss all the other ones. I mean, there's some teams that are really going for it. You look at Eastbourne, they're going full time. Hampton and Richmond are going really strong with their recruitment as well. Havant and Waterlooville, I can keep reeling them off. So, as I said to you before, Mark, this is going to be a real tough, challenging league this season. But for us in the West Country, it's going to be some fantastic games, tough games. And if you look at the recruitment that's been going on at these clubs over the last couple of weeks, but we feel like we've put ourselves in a good position in terms of recruitment and retaining the players as well. So, yeah, we really look forward to tomorrow. It's going to be out, I think it's lunchtime, 1 o'clock. And I'm sure all our fans are eagerly awaiting that as well. So, yeah, this is where you start licking your lips and it starts to become real.
Thanks for chatting to us. I'll let you get back to your food, I think.
Cheers. Thanks, Mark. Cheers, mate.